and welcome to Rage Across the Internet presents Wherever Gaia Takes Us, a World of the Apocalypse Let's Play. Starring
Daniel Tyson as Ricochet,
CJ as Nightfang,
Melissa as Hippolytus Shadow,
Tommy Dixon as Walks with Anubis,
and I'm your storyteller, Porter. You hear the sounds, skittering, the clanging. It's more, far more, like an avalanche, and it's coming from uphill. Fast.
Time to go deeper. I ain't waiting for that.
Yeah, that's pretty good incentive.
you got the light.
I've already started walking.
Then we're following with the light.
/ jogging.
All right, yeah, this sound is gaining.
Maybe
Turn it
run.
into a run. Keep up. I'm in Krynos, so I'm sure you keep up.
All right, we're all running?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Doing your best to make sure you stay well ahead of the sounds behind you. You find the exit to the cave. It opens up to a full grotto. The ground gives way, turning again to a beach that welcomes a vast glowing ocean of crystal blue water. The light from the water illuminates the area, leaving the entire vicinity with a blue light. The cave walls melting away to sands, allowing the umbral skies to stretch into a sea of darkness marred by the stars above. Luna sits large and looming, as if embracing the lone island you see on the horizon. Lily pads and cattail plants, small, glowing white and yellow lights sway, circling along the plants, moving through the air, wandering and playing just out of reach.
Shifting back down to Hamid.
Did not expect this. This is very peaceful.
Yeah, just doing a slow circle. Like, yeah, no, did the cave like behind us and everything actually fade out, or
It's still
did we
there.
come out of? Okay, yeah, it was just like we might want to keep moving just a bit more in case something comes out. Or do we not hear the sound of the avalanche behind us anymore?
It's quieter being out of the cave, but you can still hear it. Thankfully, your running gave you a good clip. You're ahead of it, but
shifting to Lupus, and then, following the lights.
well, it's you're just kind of dancing around the plants and whatever. They're not. It's not the same as before. I mean, it might be similar. Hell, it might be the same spirits, but that said, as you get closer to the, as you move closer to the water, what appears to be a stone rises out from it before you, domed, about the size of a card table. As it fully surfaces, you see it is in fact the shell of a large turtle. Another one appears, and then another still, each a good 6 or 7 feet apart from each other. You hear the rumbling behind you, the avalanche. You start to see these creatures pouring out of the cave. You count at least 20.
I doubt these things can swim. How about we get on the water?
So are the turtle shells in like a specific kind of path?
Well, they're in the water, about 6 or 7 feet from each other, each. I mean, it's not like in a row.
Yeah, gonna jump on the back of a turtle shell.
Yeah, Cassie will jump on the back of the turtle shell.
All right. There is only one, and to clarify, there's only one within immediate reach. You would have to jump, progress,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why I was asking about a path, if there was a specific path.
Which is, to clarify, it's not like a straight line, but you're going to have to.
It looked like jumpable.
Right. One to the other kind of thing. So whoever will be first, you can fight amongst yourselves. I don't really care. Dex Athlet, Diff 7.
Ricochet voiced it first.
Yep. Diff 7.
7. Their backs are slick.
4. Nice.
All right. That's to the first one. That roll will be the same.
Every time?
Every time. So to the point where if you guys want to find your jumping order and get your rolls on.
Say at that point, I'm only going to go 3 more, so they all have 1 to go on to.
All right. Yeah, Cassie called it second, so...
2 for that one.
Do you want me just to tell you if I failed, or do you want me to let you know how many successes I got?
As long as it's more than 1, you're okay.
Okay, so 5 on the first.
If it's 1 or less...
Fall off?
Yeah, let me know. You have slipped the fuck off.
Okay, then, so I'm on the second one now. She's on the first. I'm going to the third. 3.
I'm having way too much fun with this. So
There are 8 jumps total.
I literally bounced to the second one and got 4 successes. Not quite as well, but I'm like, woo, this is fun.
Which I believe puts Cassie at 2, Ricochet at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Dante and Nightfang, feel free to join in on this if...
Yeah. Going down to Lupus from Hispo and go ahead and making that next jump. And I guess this is where all my successes were, since 7 to get to the first one.
You jumped past it.
I was going to say, you almost, I think, landed on Cassie. Just jumped straight to the second one. Like, I'm not going to do that to you. Even though I kind of now want to have Cassie roll to see if she can catch Nightfang, or if they're both
She's
going to
going
go
to push him in the water. This is my turtle.
It's a great visual, though, right? Like, suddenly you got a Scooby-Doo, the fucking...
It's just a great visual of Lupus is jumping across turtles.
I'm still on Hamid.
You're doing that, Hamid? Jesus.
Well, he said 8 jumps, so yeah, I'm shifting now. But I was waiting for all this first.
I'm just holding the rear, guarding, just letting you, making sure you guys start making your jumps.
So everyone's on 1 except you, so I got to move up 1. So there's my rage point to go to Lupus. Which means it's now...
By the way, wasn't kidding about the number.
Jesus. All right, the next one. 1, 2, 3.
Four for me.
5 for me. By the way, this wouldn't happen to involve us having to keep our balance, right? It's just jumping and landing.
If you have something that would help your balance, do you?
Yeah, the gift called balance.
Well, then I think we could drop your diff 1.
Yeah, it is, decrease climbing difficulty by 3 and maintaining balance automatically succeed.
Well, there's a bonus. You're gonna get a diff drop on that by 1.
Okay.
And that gift is going to come in handy. Let me tell you what.
Not as handy as mine. My merit, at least. -3 diff for all athletic rolls. Perfect balance.
Jesus Christ.
It cost me 5. Worth every penny.
I say
you to go to the first one.
I say you jump on the people
All the
at
people.
that point. Yeah.
Waiting on Dante to go to the first one.
Yeah, like if you don't get a jump on, you're going to get fucking attacked.
I didn't hear CJ's.
Yeah. He's on the second stone.
I didn't hear him say his successes.
I'd gotten 3. I
Oh,
had 2 ones
okay.
up there.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
So 3 diff, or 4 diff.
Well, what's it? He said, is it diff 7 or diff 8?
And I have a -3 diff.
I thought it was diff 8.
It's 4 for me.
Okay, so I'm going on to the next one then.
Yep.
Oh, I shifted because I was in Krynos.
3.
3 for me.
1.
Did you say 1?
With your balance?
Yep.
But you get balance. All right. You slip. Fuck.
It would have been 3, but there was once more 2 ones.
Shit happens then. I mean, yeah. You make your next jump. Your feet, or the slickness of the turtle shell getting the better of you. You sort of bork down on your stomach and slide down into the water. This is not great.
Okay.
Dante, you got a chance to save him, but you can feel there's an undertow going on here. There's something under the water. It's not an undertow. That's not what. But there's something. You could feel something, maybe like a tentacle. Something's got one of your legs.
Mm-hmm.
Dante, hop too.
I'll hop to the turtle shell that he fell off of. I'm there. And then I will reach and grab him and try to pull him out of the water.
In Lupus, so significantly lighter.
Just give me a dead strength.
I didn't specify the form, but I would have been doing this in a glabro. Four.
Okay, cool. All right. It hurts. This is not a great feeling, Nightfang. Mm-hmm. You feel like your leg's about to fall out of the fucking, pop out of the fucking socket. But there's a rip, and you almost rubber band your ass out of the water. Dante holding on has kept him from accidentally throwing you. Mm-hmm. There is a part of a tentacle, a deep black tentacle, a tan inner side with little sucker things still attached to your leg. That's what tore, not your leg. So congratulations.
Yeah, doing my best to just try shaking that off.
Get a little spirit calamari on you, but
don't fall in.
Duly noted.
Duly
noted. Do you need assistance to get to the next turtle?
Hey, keep out of the fucking water, Tonto.
I should be fine.
All right, going to the next one. 3.
So if I'm keeping my math right, that's 2 more jumps for you.
Okay. These 9s and 7s are saving me.
5.
Jesus.
She almost jumped into your arms.
Well, then I'm going up 1, so everyone else can go up 1.
Right, and at this point now, Dante and Nightfang are sharing a shell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm letting you go, Nightfang.
Yeah, 2.
You made it. Read that gift
4. Again. It's -3 difficulty to climb and checks to maintain balance auto succeed.
Okay, so
right,
maintain balance. Yeah, that's,
so it doesn't really apply, but I'm giving him 1. Okay. Yeah.
So he gets 2 jumps at that point because he's back 1.
No, I saved him from the one that he was.
No, he's on.
Yeah.
I had to do an extra jump to get to him.
Okay.
I'm technically on the second turtle when I would have been jumping to the second turtle now.
So you don't get this jump.
I don't get a jump right now.
Unless you want to go on the same one with him again.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to the next one. 2.
I'm not up there to save you, bud.
Relying on Cassie at that point.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, 2.
3.
There we go.
I know which dice are going away.
I'm good.
All right.
My last jump.
Last jump.
To a turtle or to land?
This is to land.
1.
Not as slippery. Maybe 6.
2.
No, that's true. Last jump. Yeah.
Should be standard.
Last one standard.
Yeah,
Then 3.
still got it.
you
You're
were
good.
fine. Yeah.
Then 3 at that point. Yeah, because diff 7.
Because like what? You're gonna overshoot it and just be on land harder?
Could hit a tree. If there is one.
Not Dante.
So, you guys have cursed my dice. I had 6 successes. I also had 3 1s. So, yeah, 2.
You're good.
You're still good?
Yeah, so good.
You have a shit ton of dice for your dex athlete rolls.
Yeah, I do.
4 for night thing.
She's not she's not very strong, but she's got her dexterity.
I'm good. 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. I believe this is going to be Cassie's last jump.
Should be a diff 6, Cassie.
Right. 1, 2, 3. 3.
All right.
At this point, I'm going to try and catch everyone, help them up.
There we go. 6.
Six.
All right. This should be CJ's last.
Yep. There we go. Let's end it with some style. 7.
Do a barrel roll.
6.
You got one more.
Yep. Watch.
Hold on, you see that? Luckily, it's a diff 6, so it makes it a diff 3 for me, so I'm good.
All right.
I'm still going to catch you.
That's 1 success.
That was close.
3 1s, 4 successes. Thank God of perfect balance.
I would still catch
That
you.
was a 7, 3, 5, and a 6, and it made it a diff 3 for me.
Last one. That'd have been too bad anyway. But
I'd still catch you. I'm like, don't worry. We'll finish it later.
you look
You don't
back.
get to say that. You don't get to say that.
Well, yeah, again, I was catching everyone as their last jump. So if you had difficulty on the very last one, I would still catch you.
You look behind you, safe upon the island shore. Everything awash in blues, purples, and greens. The area is serene, soft. Everyone gain a gnosis. The grasses are tall, the trees hardy. You feel as though you're being watched.
Fuck yeah. 10 temps. Almost back to that perm I lost. What are them rock things doing?
You could see them in the distance. They kind of are dispersing. They haven't followed.
They just sink to the bottom.
What if they walk across the bottom?
I don't think they want anything to do with this island.
And how's that leg?
I mean, good. Do I still have the calamari with me?
We don't know. You probably shook loose on one of the several jumps.
I like that he said calamari.
Right.
Because I was going to offer it to him as a snack if he wanted it.
I'm going to take a look around.
Yeah.
2. I fucking hate 1s.
Well, again, it's very serene here. Tall grasses, very hardy, healthy-looking trees. Everything awash in blues, purples, and greens. You can hear rushing water in the distance. It's thick here, the tree cover.
Hear what sounds like almost a waterfall in the distance. We want to go toward that.
Nodding.
I mean, yeah, place seems safe enough after the turtle jumping, so I'd be down for it.
Enjoyed our little Frogger game.
Okay, let's go.
Move towards the sound.
All right. As you continue on, it doesn't take too long. I mean, the trees are thick, the grass is tall, but the journey isn't far to get to the base of the waterfall. The place is alive with spirit activity. The pool at the base in here, it's warm and inviting.
You said the pool is warm and inviting?
And we'll venture up to the basin of the pool and sit down and take it all in.
All right. Night Train, Cassie, joining in on that?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
look into the water.
All right, excellent. First of all, if there's any damage any of you still have, it is gone.
Ooh, healing my
At all?
I love it.
Nice.
And Everybody gain a willpower.
Even better.
And I want everyone to lose a rage.
Boo.
Too bad.
Ooh.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not. Running a story of me losing the wolf soon.
Now, Nightfang, you see something. A shape in the water. It's moving quickly. A circle. It's a fairly deep down. It moves faster. And faster still. It starts to surface. Leaping from the water, it rushes at Dante, smashing into your midsection.
I wasn't ready for it, so yeah. Was definitely not ready for that, as I was nice and tranquil.
Your staff, which I would wager was at your side.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bummer. You find it missing. The thing, it's a fish. The staff now in its mouth, it bounds, leaping up the waterfall. You just got robbed, son.
Did you just get bugged by a fish?
Sure seems that way, doesn't it?
Should we go after
I'm
it?
sitting here because why?
I'm just at a loss right now. I need to collect my thoughts. My fetish just got stolen from me.
Okay. Cassie's going after it.
Yep. Shifting to Hamid and
Awestruck. I'm just awestruck.
Is it just a straight up waterfall sort of thing? Like rocky on both sides?
Yep.
Yeah, shifting up to Hamid and starting to climb.
Told you that shit was going to come in handy.
Yep.
Strength athlete.
Strength
Diff.
athlete?
Yep.
Both of us?
That's your climbing. If you're climbing, that's gonna be the new fun.
Oh boy.
You got your dex practice in. This is your strength training.
At that point, I'm going I won't do that.
God.
What's the difficulty? Or if it's standard, then
Yeah, it's
7 successes.
It's gonna be it'll be. Did you say 7 successes?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
-3 diff.
Yeah.
No, I know, right? But that's awesome.
He sprinted up that cliff.
One.
Mel got one at least. She didn't fall.
I got one. I didn't fall.
I'm going to look over at Dante.
1 on 5 dice.
Look, man, you don't want that fetish. You say something, otherwise we're going after it.
I'm awestruck still.
Well, get over it.
No, I didn't say that. Like, my just expression of staring. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Okay, well then if you don't respond, I'm just going to say, get over it. Let's go get that fetish.
Fuck off. As I get up and run to the cliff.
Oh, I love you guys.
Strength athlete, huh? Okay, here we go. Diff, what?
I actually want to say 7, but because I didn't say earlier, it's 7 now.
But it's still been 7 successes.
So 1 then.
All right.
Man. From dream chasing, boulder running, turtle jumping, and now just chasing.
You guys have had a day.
Forgot rock climbing.
Mixing the two.
Fish chasing. Jesus Christ.
All right, guys. How many successes do?
1.
All right, 1 over there. CJ, then Cassie, then Dante.
7.
Hey, you're just You're just gonna ninja warrior your ass up there pretty well immediately. Cass?
1.
Okay.
A 5 dice, I must say. But 1.
A 2.
Cool, thank you. All right. Much like before. Now, thankfully, you're not being chased. But as you go from your second roll onward, you need 3 successes to continue to ascend, 2 to keep hold. And at 1 success, you'll slip a little, but not fall.
How many we gotta go up?
4.
Six successes.
Okay. Now, this isn't going to affect him because of the fucking gift. But you will take 1 damage per turn. You do not ascend.
With gift 7?
This is going to be the water coming down on you.
Okay.
Like, did we follow that? Did I explain that correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's like this is either not going to be a big deal or it's going to be a fucking problem.
So what's the order then? So it'll be CJ, Mel.
1, like the standard, the round.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be...
Well, CJ went, but...
Yeah, Danny, CJ, Mel, you. And there's enough room there. You don't have to single file it, thankfully. But
3?
all right.
Mel, you got to say it.
2.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. What was the diff?
7.
So 4 for me.
All right.
4.
You're just giving it to CJ, huh? Because of the gift?
Basically, because of the gift, yeah.
Okay.
I can do the roll again. Sorry.
Yeah, you're what? You did 2 successfully so far?
Yeah.
So
a
you need
7 and a 6.
Yeah, so you need 2 more successful rolls to get to the top.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, roll them so we clear a botch. But you've
Another
got
7?
this.
Get another 7.
Right.
When your diff is 3,
Exactly.
or, not 3, 4. When your diff is 4, it's hard to fail. Although I do say that 2 ones showed up, but that's still
2.
That's still 3.
So that's 2 up for Danny.
You said I don't ascend, but I do stay still.
2 successes is, breaking even.
Okay. So I take a damage.
Mm-hmm.
Bashing.
Oh, I've taken damage?
Correct. You took a damage with the 2.
Yeah, if you're not going up, you're taking damage.
And guess what? I took another point of damage.
She had another 2.
I got 2 more successes.
CJ's already all the way up. He rolled all his dice.
Right. And refresh my memory. Where's everyone else on this?
I only went up 2.
I just took a damage.
All right.
You said it's bashing?
Yep.
I'm 2 up right now.
I think we're all 2 up.
And Night Pink's just watching you get sticking his head off the side and watching.
Not going after my fetish, thanks.
2 again. Damn it.
I'm not splitting the pack.
Oh, hell's bells.
Uh-oh.
Okay. With the -1 that I'm currently at, I have no successes. It was not a botch, but I have no successes at all.
All right. That slips you down 1. CJ, I'm going to go help these people.
I'm going to use a willpower.
Do I take another box of damage?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
4.
I'm injured.
Thank you, willpower.
That
Yeah.
is 3 for Dante?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same with willpower. So 4. Nice. Mel.
I'm spending a point of willpower. Oh. Oh, god damn it. That's
Out of
2
box.
successes.
Even with the willpower?
Yep.
So I will point out that, anyone looking down can see, in fact, that Cassie is crazy struggling.
Or I'm not going up until she catches up.
Okay.
And once I'm close enough, I'm going to try and help her up on one.
I only gotta go one.
Something else.
I only gotta go one more.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that Could I take the time to shift to Krynos and climb down after?
Two ones there. I don't have enough dice.
You absolutely could.
I stay where I'm at and take a damage.
All right.
Because 2.
Yeah, and I think you absolutely could. With your gift, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and in Krynos, since it's strength athletics, that's 10 dice.
Fucking.
Why didn't I shift Krynos?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Climbing this shit in Glabro.
If that's then I'll spend a rage point to shift to Krynos and again wait for Cassie so I can help her up.
The idea is Night Thing's crawl down and you'll let Classy climb on the back to climb back up.
Yes, you start to climb down. There's Dante and Ricochet are close to the top, but
I made it that time. 4.
you made it. All right, Dante is safe.
Safe but hurt.
Want me to make a roll for reaching Cassie?
Yeah, I mean,
He's gonna Spider-Man that shit.
yeah, right. You can get down there real fucking quick. Like you're gonna climb down. You're gonna do like an action hero thing where you just kind of jump and catch with your claws. You'd be like, yeah, this is easy.
I want to see him superhero pose. Jump down with the superhero pose.
The beach is this way.
Oh, wow. That would be 10 successes for that. I'm imagining him just grabbing onto a point, letting go, dropping like 5 or 6 feet, grab it again, and just doing that.
To the point, I think you jump down right next to Cassie, because I'll figure 3 successes for each fucking clip. So, your grip is tenuous. The fear, the sheer fucking ferocity of the water is you're hurting and you're feeling weak, and suddenly Night Fang sort of appears with a thud, and his claws digging deep into the rock wall.
Needs help?
I can do it myself. No, I need help.
Come on. Just hang on.
She will.
You're gonna carry her.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I was gonna
Have her-
say, yeah.
Piggyback right up top.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, have her shift to Lupus and throw her up, and I'll catch and throw her up with the other one. But no, carrying her sounds better.
The amount of difficulty on that with
I know,
the
that's why I was
raging
funny.
rapids of waterfall.
But her and Lupus would.
Now I will say, Night Fang, that with the extra weight, this is going to be 1 difficulty more.
Okay.
If you can handle that, it'll be a diff 8.
All right, then since he's got her, I'm going up 1 more.
We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Well, that did knock down a few successes. 8 successes.
How many got left?
1 more.
1 more for me.
It looks like 1 more for Night Fang as well.
Three. Yes.
Who knew we were not rock climbers except for CJ?
Finishing it out strong with 9.
He just fucking
He superheroed that shit.
right.
Cape and all.
The last, but I don't think you even climbed so much as just flung yourself up. The 2 of you up, in fact. So,
It's some pack bonding.
spent from your ordeal, you find your climb at an end. You're at a plateau, another large pond and waterfall in front of you. Dante's staff at your feet. You see the fish again, a giant salmon. Its underbelly a vibrant pink, the rest of its body a brilliant silver shining under the grace of Luna. Black spots adorn its body, each shining like onyx stars. It leaps from the falls into the pool before you. You can hear a voice echo as its form circles in the water below. Well, you're persistent. I'll give you that. With blinding speed, the spirit whips through the water.
pick up my staff. And who might you be?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm the one you're looking for. Hey, which one do you use the thirst?
You're speaking to him.
Oh, that's adorable.
Just locking eyes.
You're looking toward him. I mean, he's going in circles in the pond here, jumping up into the waterfall, and suddenly appearing once again back in the basin pool.
Neat.
You are quite agile.
Well, thank you. Of course, I'm quite a lot of things. Helpful, one of them. And wise. And it looks like you're going to need my wisdom. Not to mention my class and charm.
It's definitely no easy task getting here.
Well, I had to see what you were made of.
Tenacity, I guess.
The spirit appears to jump out of the waterfall, back into the pool, from which it was originally, you thought. In the rest of you, the voice still echoes.
What are you looking for?
Well, gratitude for one. I mean, you subbed me out, didn't you?
Then yeah. Many thanks from us for choosing us.
I will say thanks for the fun climb. I wasn't expecting that.
It was quite the adventure. Thank you.
The Great Spirit spins more. Again, circles upon circles of this pool.
Now, what is it we can do for you?
Oh. I might have some work for you from time to time. You've got something in mind. But yeah, maybe you ask nicely. I have blessings to give. But I'm not going to hold your paws. You know, teach a man to fish and all, so to speak.
And funny, too.
Oh, Great Spirit, what do we call you?
Well, I'm Salmon. And you will be my children. Just, you know, lay off the seafood. In the meantime, take advantage of my blessings, and we'll be in touch. Spinning faster and faster, Salmon takes one more great leap into the air. Comes crashing down. The sheer force resulting in a wave that knocks all of you off the plateau. You fall at great speeds. You see the water below, the land. It's coming closer and closer. You manage to fall into the pool, landing with a splash. You find yourselves once again in the realm, the lake just outside the cabin once more. The day, long since gone. And bathed by Luna's light, you swim for shore, unsure of the tasks that will soon befall you. So, hey, there we go. That's the end of the totem quest. And we got a little time here. So let's see what we discuss.
Did not expect salmon.
None of us did, except one person.
Yeah, we'd not have chosen to salmon.
Well, even then, up until the up until the climb, I had no idea it was salmon, even though he was on my list. Number 4, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, the lack of overlap made that a thing. Part of the problem with it, right, is looking over your guys' choices. You know, a lot of things where there were some that were really tribal tied, which I try to steer away from. You know, there were some that were, I don't want to say generic, but like the really expected ones. You know, like I'm not doing owl again. I'm not doing coyote.
Owl, coyote, bear.
Yeah. Like there's the ones I've dealt with like a lot, and I'm like, oh, thank fuck. But also there's the temperament of the pack to look into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we haven't figured out ours yet.
And well, not only that, but there's you guys. Oh my God. Like I'm looking through your choices, right? I'm going over them, and like some, you know, like not half of them, but there was a chunk of them that were like, oh, you know, this is a hot-headed totem, and this one just leap into action and don't think about it. I'm paraphrasing, obviously.
Tasmanian devil.
Right. It's like half, and it's like, okay, well, I can't do that because this isn't like for these two. This is good for half the pack, and this doesn't make sense for half the pack. And then there's this one that goes, oh no, never act first, always think everything through. And it's like, well, fuck the opposite. Everyone's screwed. You know, because I didn't want to pick something like that, you know, at that point it's on me, that guided the temperament of the pack. To go, you have to react this way from now on, or that way. like I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
No,
right.
it takes away from character.
Exactly. It's just it pigeonholes and kind of forces you guys into a corner. I didn't want to do that at all. But with Salmon, I'm not concerned about the stat buffs. You know what I mean? Because you guys can get more stats. Cool. But the ban, that's some fun shit. Because we've talked about Salmon before.
I don't remember the ban, but all we know so far at this point is lay off the seafood.
Yeah, it's being cute.
I figured.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna have to read up on him.
Teach a man to fish, so to speak.
Because I don't remember anything about salmon. So
Melissa's unimpressed. I thought I was clever.
Yeah. Salmon's ban is he sends you off on little quests.
Yep.
But I think it's once a year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
Yep.
Yeah, once a year he will tell you to go someplace and do something.
And it might not make sense, but it's the whole Rube Goldberg
That's right.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay, now I remember that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, we did an
Could be
episode
any-
on it.
Yeah, we talked about it in an episode.
Yeah, it could be anything
Although-
from go to a Starbucks and throw a $2 bill north, or somewhere out on Niagara Falls and wait till like 3 a.m.
That's random shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I thought going into the cave and dealing with those rock monsters, I thought you were going with my suggestion, which was volcano.
That was another, I thought about it.
Is that one of the temperament ones?
I was a little concerned about it, but,
It's not, though. I mean, the ban for that one is never attack without warning. So no sneak attacks. That's effectively what it is. It's not that you have, you're just angry all the time. It's actually one of all of them, Twister, Earthquake, and they're all kind of related. I thought Volcano was the lowest of all of them. But apparently we've got Salmon.
well, again, like I said, with it does, that does, like I said, it was one of those ones that it's going to guide play style, and with this pack kind of divided in terms of play style, I didn't want to land on, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I didn't go with it. It's because it's like, oh, well, now I'm forcing them to not be able to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sneak attack is extremely beneficial sometimes. So why would we not do that?
And especially, she picked that. She's a Ragabash. Wow. Way to super go against your auspice there.
Well, actually, I chose some pretty interesting ones that would give us benefits. All of us.
It's kind of how I went, but my main reason why I chose what I chose for my number one is because I wanted Porter to MC that one because it's my favorite voice.
You went with
Raccoon.
Owl.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
Yeah,
Raccoon
listen.
again?
I love his raccoon. I'm sorry. That was the main reason I chose it, or else it wouldn't even have been in my top 5.
I love Raccoon. It's one of my favorites, but I didn't put it down as my suggestion.
Yeah, he was my number one. I wanted Wolverine, though. That was second for me.
And see, when looking
Really?
through these, I didn't look at stats or benefits at all.
No,
I looked at ban and I looked at the personality of the totem.
I
And
went
those
with
were the things that I wanted to focus on. And that's,
knowing that the stats is the least of importance. Yeah, some of the stats are great. I know that, especially for the ones I picked. I was going with some of the obvious ones, though. Bear. I don't think I did Wolverine, but I did Tasmanian Devil. But again, it was, I don't want to say temperament for me, but it was definitely the personality and what made sense for our pack. But I still did the obvious ones.
As far as Salmon, the 2 dots in rituals, the 2 dots of the rights background, but also the pack traits, that pack sponsored by Salmon Step Sideways at a -1 difficulty. That's something that can benefit everybody.
You said rituals and +2 what?
Rights.
Jesus.
And
That just
-1.
buffed me.
Yeah.
Super buffed me.
-1 for stepping sideways.
And it's 7 point.
What do you mean by 7 point?
The background cost.
Oh,
And I know I mentioned this beforehand, and I mentioned the Discord too. With this particular one, I ended up having to rewrite the 3rd act entirely In like late yesterday.
Ooh, that's 11th hour shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just finished game.
Well, what dawned on me as I'm going through the original, and nothing was thrown out, but like it can be used in the futures, because what I realized is I was writing an entire second story.
Oh, okay.
You know, like it wasn't the third act of this totem quest. It was the first act of
the next story.
Well, not the next one, but the trial that you're going to get sent on. And it's like, shit.
Well, at least you got that half written now.
Well, maybe not that far, but
still,
some of it.
Yeah.
I had, I mean, especially with the season and everything, like, I mean, but this was a little bit of a tough one. I was a little worried about this totem quest. So, I mean, I hope, or the story.
You threw us off a few times.
Sure.
You had the rocks. So it's like, is there some kind of earth spirit that wants to be our totem? And then we're jumping across turtle shells. Is it turtle?
I was thinking Genbu, the black tortoise. That was my first choice when we were hopping the turtle shells.
Interesting. But then there's some kind of tentacle that grabs Night Fang. Like, is that actually the totem? Who knows? No, we just kept going. So where is this leading? And waterfalls. Still going up.
And somebody gets mugged.
Yep. Thanks.
At least you weren't looted.
Yeah, at least he returned it.
I mean, yeah, you were the guy with the fetish, so something I knew you'd be carrying.
I was enjoying his peaceful area, and he had to take a thing from me.
Well, he needed you guys to chase him. He wanted you guys to climb the waterfall to fucking go through a thing.
Yeah.
As if we didn't go through a thing prior to that.
I think we got lucky a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we had Mr. Superhero over here that can just climb mountains.
Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think Night Fang's ever had to actually climb anything seriously, aside from like maybe the rope and gym. He might take to this more often. You might be looking for stuff to climb now.
Maybe that will be integrated into a new deed name at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mel, you look so bummed out.
So I'm just curious, what did everybody choose? Because I've been wondering what everybody chose.
Oh shit!
I don't remember all of them.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But again, it
all of them either.
was obvious ones.
I pulled mine up. Raccoon was
Same.
number 1. Wolverine was number 2. Owl, of course. Strider was number 3. Bull was number 4, and Hare was number 5.
Nice.
I was leaning toward Hare and Bull for a bit too. Like I was interested in those.
That's why I grabbed those. Were like, because I had my top 3, and I'm like, I want to pull some interesting ones from my bottom 2, and those 2 stuck out to me. I had to.
Well, and here's the cool thing too, is you got to remember, and I'm gonna double down on this for you, Mel, because like it looks like I just punched her fucking puppy.
She's so upset.
I know.
Why are you so upset?
I don't like salmon. It's a shit totem.
It's not a shit totem.
It's of no use to me as a ragabash. It really is no use to me.
There's some rights a Ragabash could use.
It's a totem of wisdom. How is wisdom not important for a
I was
ragabash?
gonna say, you're focusing on the stats. That's not what we're here for.
Yeah, but considering my totem list was polar bear, not bear, but polar bear, volcano, badger, weasel, and eagle.
You're going for stats.
No, I was trying to give totems that everybody in the party or everybody in the pack could use. So they were strong totems, but, ones that, would challenge us. And of course, my personal favorite, Nadal. But, salmon would never have even gone on my radar.
I was going through all the totems in a wiki page that I found that has them all. And I made a top 10 and slowly whittled it down to the 5. That was Genbu, Chimera because Stargazer, Sphinx of Respect, Salmon, and Rattlesnake. And I was mostly looking at the band / the overall flavor because Nightwing needs to learn a few things, and some of these totems would encourage that, along with some of the other pack.
And that's the thing is flavor and like band's totally a factor, but flavor was my number one concern. Will salmon be your pack totem forever? Oh, probably fucking not.
Always room for growth.
Exactly.
Yep. Then we can pick another 5.
Or maybe I'll pull from what's there once you guys are more established and more unified and we get a better vision of something that's not going to screw up a budding dynamic or...
Speaking of unified and dynamics...
This is going to get interesting. Strap yourself in, folks. This will get interesting.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I like to see the interpack conflict here. That can be a fun time.
It will be.
I didn't think we were pushing it that far. I didn't expect us to push it that far.
Well, unfortunately, with the way that Dante's written and the way that your character's written, they're going to butt heads.
And we knew that.
Oh, 100% we knew that going in.
Yeah, going in. But I didn't think either one of us were going to push it that far.
Like I said,
why not?
It's just the way it's fallen right now because we haven't had a lot of interaction, so Dante doesn't know you from Adam.
Right. Well, why not is because Tom's my friend.
Which means we can do this and still shake hands at the end of the day.
Right. But it's how far do we push it without pissing the other one off out of game?
Oh, you won't make me mad.
Oh, I was afraid I was going to.
Not at all. I had to severely sit for a minute and think of how I had to put myself in Dante's super headspace for that and going, how would he react? And I feel like I did it exactly how I needed to.
I did too. And that's why, especially towards the end, he wasn't holding that grudge, especially because we had a thing to do. That was more important. Like getting up the rocks, getting across the turtle shells. That was more important than getting you back. So I'll just hold on to it for a while, or whatever the case.
You'll learn quickly. The quieter Dante gets, the worse that will get.
CJ, Mel, love to hear more from you guys.
I was loving the pack dynamic throughout this, and while, Nightwing was being a little bit of a shit Philodox here, he's still filling out the pack and might as well get the baseline and enjoy the fireworks.
That's fair.
I was going to say, you maybe let that go on a little too long.
I mean, I was trying to push you guys forward, and then the throw happened.
I pushed him forward.
Yeah.
I don't think that counts.
Well, I threw you forward then.
But yeah, Nightwing's still filling out his own spot in this pack / what needs to be done, because we can take that shit. But then, again, how far is too far?
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been gaining that rage back. The last story, I used a bunch of it. And I was starting to gain it back, so that's why some of those decisions were made as well. I was getting angrier. A little less thinking now, and just reacting.
Nice.
Which, not a bad way to play that rage.
I mean, it's probably not perfect, and it's not the best way to do it, but I'm trying.
There is no best way to do it.
And if our listeners didn't catch on to it with the title of the story, that is our pack name. Since that wasn't really put in.
We really say it out loud.
It is now being said out loud. We are the DreamChasers pack.
I think I was half expecting our totem to say it.
I think, yes.
I think he agrees.
I do. I didn't script it, and that was my bad.
Oh, it's...
Because it was one of those things, and this is the bitch, I know you guys like when I just go and fucking ad-lib, but the bitch is I'll have something in the back of my mind that I want to do, or a piece of dialogue I want to run, or something like that, and if I don't fucking script it, when I'm at the moment, there's a decent fucking chance I will forget.
I was going to say,
which is what happened here.
Hey, shit happens.
It's not that you forgot. There was what kind of opportunity would there have been? Everything else ad-libbed was fine. The dialogue was there. It's finding the best opportunity to put it in there, but
there's also
right.
There's like forgetting happens. It does.
No one's putting that blame on you.
There have been stories in the past, and like, I mean, it hasn't been here with you guys, but there have been stories like in the past where I've had a scene and I'm like, oh, that's like my favorite scene of this whole fucking thing, and I didn't script it, and so it didn't happen. Like the fucking story's over. I'm like, God damn it! It's like it's my favorite part, and I didn't get to do it.
I know that exact pain right there.
Are we talking?
It happens to everybody.
Are we talking the Whiplash and Gaia?
No, that was a deliberate cut.
Oh, okay.
Just like the Calamity and Jane was.
You know, the Whiplash thing from that was from Into the Breach. I knew if I did that, you guys would you would have lost the Rabies and Chains forever.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had the respect that we did.
Right, you guys never ever would have trusted or sided with. You know, I'd have lost you guys with them forever.
I just know it was a really cool scene, but it wouldn't make sense at the time.
Right. So Mel, tell me there was something you liked.
I liked it. I mean, I liked the whole totem quest thing. I always do. I liked the bit of combat that we had. It was fun.
You were so disappointed.
I know. Jesus.
Fuck, I fucking hate it.
See, I feel like a fucking failure over here.
No, that's not your fault. I mean, when I played in other games, the ST chose a totem that really was useless. But I mean, it happens, right? It's not no totem is gonna be perfect for everybody, and that's a decision that's made by the group. And honestly, I like the way you did it. I mean, I like the way you put it out there for all of us to sort of submit our 5 choices. It just so happened that none of mine even remotely got.
Well, either of mine.
Actually, Bull was initially on that list. Bull was on that list.
Well, look at that. We could have had Bull if you left it on the list.
I took it off because I thought, Bull is bad sometimes. I had Moose on there, too.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Moose on a loose.
But I took that one off, too, because I really liked, what was the one that I really liked?
Volcano.
No, that's one I normally don't choose is Volcano. That's normally one that I don't even use I might use it for an NPC pack, but rarely do I have it as a PC pack totem. But it spoke to me for whatever reason, and yeah.
I get that. No, like I'm sorry you're disappointed, and like I feel like it just ruined the whole story for you, or at least that's what I'm getting.
No. The whole story was fantastic. I loved it.
Your facial expressions are showing different,
right? Like seriously, like we can see you.
I know you can see.
You seem so upset.
No, it's just no. The story itself was fantastic. I absolutely loved the story. I enjoyed it all the way until it was revealed, because I was like,
well, maybe Porter will turn Salmon into a good totem to you. You never know.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You never know.
She's not the rights kind of girl. I think I have one dot in a cult.
Well, but again, it's the wisdom, and
yeah, there's other wisdom totems. There's totems of respect too. Like, not all of these. But no, I'll just finish that up now.
I was gonna say I would also offer that I'm
digging myself into a deeper hole.
Well, I would also offer that maybe I have a plan here, and that Salmon showing up on that list worked out well for my overall plan for this story. Or not this store, this Chronicle. The Chronicles, maybe.
Chronicles.
Maybe.
Yeah. I can see this lasting a while.
Like, I already know what he's going to ask of you guys, and I already know the ramifications of what he is going to ask of you guys, and how that is going to connect to the goings-on as we continue forward.
And I will say one thing for Cassie. She can learn right at the Cardboard Palace now, since she's a runaway. That'll make living a little bit more comfortable.
Oh? Unimpressed.
That's a no. That's a Bonar ritual.
You could learn it from Carter.
Yeah, no.
You decided. And why did you choose Carter?
Because he was being sort of looked down on.
He's a Bonar.
So, but that doesn't matter to Cassie. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I feel like you're becoming the Shalassie of this group.
That's her concept. Her concept was protector. And
stick up for the little guy.
Yeah, sticking up for the little guy. Always sticking up for the little guy. So, yeah.
That's how
Wait till we run into a Silver Fang.
I wrote Ricochet the same way. He sticks up for the little guy, but now it's getting to the point where, like, if the little guy can't handle himself, or at least try, he's not bothering.
She's just offering. All she's doing is she's offering a hand of friendship. That's all. That's all.
No,
it doesn't mean that. If it doesn't mean that she's going to get between a fight between Breaker and him, she's not going to get in the way. But as she got between you guys, and she's like, "For God's sakes, we're on our totem quest. Stop bickering!"
Right.
And then fell down.
And then down the mine shaft she went.
Yep. Anytime somebody stepped out of that light, Porter's face just lit up. Yes, I get to do this.
And
that's fine. That was something that Cassie would do, and she would do that for any of them. Now that she's tied to them by a fish.
Should have grabbed the bull by the horns.
You'd be tied together by a cow. He's a fancy cow.
Fish. Come on.
I would have enjoyed Bull. Bull would have been a fun one.
Bull would have been a fun one. But again, with the characters where they are, I didn't feel right about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wanted to.
Choice.
Yeah, I wanted to because I was intrigued by it. Like, ooh, this could be a lot of fun, but it's like now I'm forcing play styles on people, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, with Bull?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Bull. I didn't choose him or anything, so. I don't even know any of the temperament.
Lunch and decided not to.
Yeah, it was going to be a little more, obviously you think about Bull. It's going to be more of a charge first, and kind of, it's like, oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think that's what his band was. Always do attack.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
Oh, to attack without thinking?
They just fuck it, gotta charge in. Let's do it.
Just fucking, yeah.
No, I think it was like you always, in an encounter, you always had to attack. Mm-hmm. There was no running. That was the ban. You can't run from an encounter.
Oh, well.
That's a great way to get you guys killed.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, depending on the situation, either it's a really good thing or a really bad thing.
I mean, we did run in the totem quest.
It's true.
Could we have taken on 20 of those things? I mean, with how our rolls were going in combat, maybe.
God, with how my rolls were going all day.
Nope. Yeah. Absolutely not. Those things hit hard. I was really happy with how I tuned those.
Mm-hmm.
Those came off pretty well exactly how I wanted them to. These were like supposed to be glass cannons.
Okay.
Were those a homebrew?
Yes, they were.
I'm just so happy I used Lucky to throw you.
They were actually based off of the stuff I came up with from Shadows and Tall Trees. The stuff in in there. But yeah, fucking strength 8, dex 3, brawl 3, 4 health levels.
Yeah, glass cannon.
Yeah, they're definitely glass cannons.
Yeah.
But oof.
So like, 1 or 2 of them, like you guys did the 3, wasn't a huge deal.
No.
Yeah.
But they also had 8 soak. So you're slashing into them. Mm-hmm. Right. And like you guys on the regular were hitting them for half of their health. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I was really happy with how that turned out. It was 3 opponents. You're hitting them for half each. This is about where I wanted it to be. I had 4 more statted based on your actions for that encounter.
Oh, just in case.
Yeah. And then like, I think I flipped open the page. You could see here, I legit have like fucking 20 of them health barred out for the avalanche in case you guys felt strong and stupid.
Yeah, when you said sounded like an avalanche coming, I think we all knew it's time to fucking go.
But if you'd have stood your ground, I had it here. We could have done that for a bit. So you decided we better run or decide you're going to take them.
I probably would have turned this to a 4-parter. Or a 2-parter.
Or a Chronicle Ender. I mean, you got 6 or 7 of those tacking back to back. They're going to do some damage.
Yes, they are. But again, also, you were ripping right through them. Like I said, just how I wanted that. That was the sweet spot I wanted.
No, that was good. They were statted spot on.
Yeah, it's sometimes a problem. It's not my fucking strongest suit. So, No, I'm sorry. Sorry, CJ. Go ahead. No,
they were really fun to go against because I got that 1 hit off on the first one. And then, seeing them take 2 or 3 hits, it's like, okay, these things aren't complete pushovers, but then again, I have a feeling they hurt.
That was exactly the goal.
Never underestimate your opponent.
Yep.
Now I got to ask you guys, obviously if you guys got questions for me, please, but I got to ask you guys, the leapfrogging, with the turtles and the climbing, how was that for you guys? Because when I was writing it and when I was envisioning it and how we did those with the stats and everything, I wanted to kind of change things up. And my goal was to make that a little different and kind of fun. And I don't know if that translated or not.
Oh, I was having tons of fun.
I think.
Yeah, you would. Ninja Climber. I liked it, actually, a lot. It shows the 2 sides of Cassie. That the fact is she's very dexterous and maneuverable, as she would be. But when it comes to sheer strength, she has a strength of 2, and it showed. So some tasks are going to be a struggle for her, and I'm in no rush actually to. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, when I have enough experience, maybe I'll raise her strength. And I'm like, no, I want her to stay at strength 2 for as long as I can because that is inherently who this character is. She doesn't have a lot of strength, but she has other skills. And it just so happens that climbing a waterfall is not one of them.
Well, you're not alone. I mean, I struggled on that part too. Like, I was perfectly fine getting across those turtles with my stuff. Yeah. But then when it came to the strength, kicking myself in the ass for not shifting because I was doing that in Glabro with a lot less of a dice pool. But still, I learned halfway through. I still didn't shift. I still managed to make it in Glabro, but still, it was a feat. I liked it. It was definitely different.
I like when we have, I'll call it tasks like that, because they're fast paced. It's not something we can just sit back and think. You got to be quick on your feet like that. Yeah.
And I like to do that, And again, like I look at that, and I think the word in my mind I was using for those 2 segments was like mini game.
Yeah.
Because it's like, look, there are ways to do that. You can make the roll and describe the arduous climb and how difficult that was. But like, to me, I think that's less fun or, for you guys. It's the idea was doing it like, just do those rolls quick. This is what happens if, or with the climbing. It's like, if you get your 3 successes, you go forward. If you get the 2, you're kind of treading water. If you get the 1, you're in trouble a little bit. You go down. Maybe that didn't work. I'm hearing that like it did, which is great.
Oh yeah.
But it was a gamble on my end because, there's no rule that says that. It's just something I tried different to make things more interactive and maybe more fun. So hooray.
Right.
And I think that was the case. Like, and especially with us not necessarily knowing what would happen if we didn't roll well, especially on the turtles. You know, at first it could have been just like a casual game of Frogger. And then Nightfang slipped and almost met the Kraken.
Right?
I like that there was the bad. Yeah, I like that even showcased, even with our rolls, that you still got to see the bad. Like, we could all fantastically had rolls on that. And you would have never knew that there was a squiddy thing down there.
Right.
No calamari for you.
No, but, I mean, Porter, you've said it 100 times over. If there's no threat, then there's no reward.
Right.
It's you're superheroes. You're doing great, but nothing can hurt you. What's the point?
Exactly. There's examples, but I guess you use Superman because it's the easiest. If Superman can't be hurt, he's never in danger. And if he's never in danger, it doesn't matter what happens to him. You're not invested.
Right.
Because he's going to be fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Even when he dies, oh no, he's just in a Kryptonian coma.
Right. But you know what? You're not worried about him dying because he's Superman. Cares.
Yeah. So,
and I don't mean to slag off Superman, but it's, you know, if there's no stakes, you know.
Exactly the point. So, yeah, we can jump across turtles, and oh no, he slipped and fell. He's just going to climb up and get one. No, there's something down there. Don't slip and fall.
Right? Yeah, to give a little tension there, because otherwise it's oopsie, I fell. I guess I'll just swim a couple feet and it'll be fine.
And that's what I was thinking when I was sitting on the shore waiting for everyone to go across. I was seeing if someone was going to slip and fall, and if something was in the water, if nothing would have happened, I'm like, fuck this, I'm swimming.
Right.
And
like, what's the point of the turtles then? But obviously there's a point. Thought, yeah.
As well was, hey, we got these rock monsters coming up behind us. Let's just swim.
Yeah, they'll just fall to the bottom.
I will say I like to see you guys hanging a bit with the NPCs too in the beginning. That was cool for me.
That was fun.
Yeah, I liked it. I was super happy she wanted to do more of the training because we in those 2 days that weren't played but they were scripted. Yes, there was training, but you can only go so far with that.
Yeah, I don't normally like to do a jump like that. I mean that happens. Obviously, it's after you know. It's one thing to do the jump. It's not that the jump that bothered me, but it was me kind of dictating in the beginning like that. But this was the bridge between, you know, the fucking Wild West, if you will, and establishing some fucking normalcy.
Right.
And so,
it was stuff that made sense.
And thank you. You know, yeah, like I felt it was important to I went back and described the pack, you know, and this is what you've learned about these people in 2 days. It's not their life story, but it's something to hold on to. Yeah, you know, like I didn't love having to do, but I feel like I had to do that to establish a little bit. That's something you're going to see a lot of, where I tell you what you have done in 2 days. That's not cool normally for me, but I felt like I had to establish that shit. And kind of answer a few questions, or it's like, you know, hey, there's 2 more members of this pack you haven't encountered. Why haven't, if it's been 2 days, you haven't encountered these people? Fuck.
To be fair, that didn't make sense to me, though. The sparring in the back. We're in a camp surrounded by a bunch of other houses that are occupied, and you have 15-year-olds sparring behind a cabin.
Kids play fight.
But that wasn't play fighting.
They don't know any better.
I mean, no one's shifting, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, we all
I
stayed
get
in
it, but it's early morning and people are outside fighting. Not a little suspicious? It's just what went through my head at the time.
I mean, I guess I get you. I mean, I don't know. I played rough as a kid, so the thought of that didn't cross my mind. You know what I mean? So
it crossed mine at the time, and that's why I was like, I'm going to go get some Gnosis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some of the people there went into town because it is the middle of the day / morning.
Or still asleep, or who fucking knows? I didn't say what's.
But I mean, a commotion of people fighting. And
no, it's a good point.
Yeah, that's what crossed my mind was happening. Like, we're really doing this out here in the backyard? Like, it crossed my mind, but I was like, he wrote it, I'll leave it. I'm not going to raise an horn.
I appreciate it. I want to say something I was particularly proud of was the bit with the fucking guac. That little prank, you know, from the Ragabash.
Eat it. I couldn't resist it and just take a little bit. Still good.
You know, I don't know. I can't speak. I mean, anytime I already know because I know you're fucking. But like CGML, I don't know how much you've seen that shit in terms of Ragabash NPCs actually playing pranks.
Yeah, it's the few times that I've actually gotten to see it. It's either been small little things that like really, what are you doing? You're in the middle of something, or it's been the like real big. Maybe that's not such the best thing to be doing right now, pranks. But this was a good little, it's 2 Tupperware containers. And it's not like it botched the entire right.
Right. It was the, hey, we replaced your toothpaste with wasabi level of prank.
Hey, Dodger, you said you had this all prepared. You were ready to go. You didn't check that I gave you the right one.
Right. And and I feel like that helped inform a bit about that pack too, that Dodger didn't think to double check. Mm-hmm. He's just like, oh, here's the paste. I'm not even going to fucking look. I'm just going to do. This is mugwort and spit. Wait a minute.
Yeah. No, I had a feeling because you had said the words, it smells familiar. I was like, this is not what it's supposed to be.
But I was particularly proud of the moment. So I hope that landed as well as I like to think it did.
Oh yeah.
I was expecting you to say something like, that smells like mossy and vile. And when you didn't, and you said it smells familiar, I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, why is it familiar?
Okay.
When he stopped on me and then started sniffing it, I'm like, is there feces in this? That's what went in my head first. Because it smells familiar. I'm like, what the fuck did that just happen?
Similar.
Like, I'll get pink eye.
Something. I was like, oh god, what kind of prank is this?
Well, once again, it's a harmless prank, and it's showing Dodger, hey, double check. And it's nothing like, yeah, no, I just coated you guys in shit. Just guacamole.
Better than shit.
Yes, definitely.
Depends how old, I guess.
There's one thing we could say about this story.
Anything else?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys got anything for me?
Great story.
Keep them coming.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. I will do my damnedest. I guess I will end with this. In my mind, and I don't think I did a satisfactory impression, so I didn't try. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I can't do this voice. I'm not going to try it. But Bruce Campbell is Salmon.
Okay.
That makes a little more sense.
Like, yeah, like I couldn't do the voice, but if you go back to that dialogue and you hear it in his voice, it's like, ooh, okay. That's the hope.
Yeah. And like the attitude.
Yeah. I was writing. Yeah, I wrote him as if Bruce Campbell would be playing him. It just hit me, and I'm like, that's the thing. Tom's got his hand raised.
Who's Bruce Campbell?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Motherfucker.
All right, that's the end of the episode.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging. And I think we'll probably do stuff like this more often if we have a situation where it, and
obviously let us know if you like this little reaction at the end. Let us know.
Because, I don't say we'll do it every time, but, like we did in the Q&A, like the story is going to be the length it's going to be. And instead of giving you like a 20-minute episode for a third part, we can do this.
Right.
Yeah, not like we're not going to riff about the game after the game.
Might as well air it.
Exactly. So that said, we're going to take off. We'll see y'all next week. DreamChasers. Get to do that now. Thanks again for being here and being part of this game.
Thanks for having us.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes. Take it easy, everybody. See you.